Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Some Once Human. Now, this guide is intended for beginners who are just getting into the game, and it should give you a good standing so you can actually start doing stuff without feeling stuck. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video. We'll be dropping into the real world with your crossbow, and it is going to serve you well for quite some time. The arrows are cheap to craft as well, requiring just log and gravel. The basic arrows are quite strong. You can one-shot the deer and the antelopes all around. That is going to give you meat and other stuff. For water, you will find plenty of areas all over the map that you will find dirty water in. Press G to collect as much dirty water as you want. You can use T to set up a camp and use it to boil water, to get boiled water, like clean water, and roast your meat, and that should take care of your hunger and thirst. The reason why I'm talking about water and food at the very start is because they give you passive status effects. So, for example, over here you can see the hydration is 60 to 100% current. That is giving me a 20% bump in sprint speed and a 50% reduction in sprint stamina cost. And there's no natural hydration loss in 20 minutes when hydration is at 100. So you can always keep topping it up because I don't see any reason why not to. But if you are low on water, you get a negative 50% stamina recovery and a negative 10% movement speed. You can read. So I'm going to leave you with that. And same with the energy as well. You have to eat to get energy, and you get a bump if you have 60 to 100% energy. Initially, don't think too much about where you would be putting down your base because later on you can move your house to a different location. Either try somewhere central, your starting location, or just move to a place which has water. Either way, it is up to you. You probably want a flat area so you can build properly. For example, this area being a little bit, having a little bit of slope to it is not the best place to build, but it's all right. It doesn't matter because obviously we are again going to move it. This is actually something we moved, and I'm going to move it again. So you're going to start off by putting the furnace in your base. And to get these things up and running, you will need to spend points in the memetics. To get to the memetics, you hold tab and then, you know, move your mouse to go to Cradle. And then click on memetics. And over here, you can choose what, this is basically the skill tree of this game. And over here, you can see all the things that you need. So you are going to need the smelting essentials before you can actually craft the furnace. And I'm going to show you how to craft the furnace. Once you have that, all you got to do is press B and then right click. So you go to facilities, crafting, and then there's the furnace. The other three things you're going to need is the disassembly bench, the supplies workbench, and the gear workbench. And these will give you, as the name suggests, weapons and gear, and you'll be able to make your ammo and stuff from here. And the stuff that you collect, the junk that you collect out in the open, you can put this into the disassembly bench and disassemble them for parts that you can again use for making gear. Another thing that I suggest that you craft early on is a bed. The reason why I say this, the way to craft this is just go to B, furniture, and then beds, and this one. Just create a bed. That way, if you use the bed, you will get back, you press F, and you feel relaxed. And this way you can just regenerate health. So if I go here, you can see resource 1.5% of max HP and 5 sanity per second. So you can get back your health. This way you can just make stops in between runs and take a small nap and get refreshed for the next ride. Once you do the first couple of quests, you'll be able to craft armor and weapons for yourself after unlocking the corresponding traits or memetics in this case. Now you might be tempted to get a rifle, assault rifle, and might end up putting a lot of points into it. I would suggest that you don't. I would say just stick to pistols for now because, in my opinion, early game pistols are better, and I'm gonna show you why. So so over here, as you can see, this is the Kestrel pistol. This is the basic one. So this does 158 damage, and the fire rate is 190, max 7. So the damage is 158. But if you go to a rifle, the AKM, the damage is 48. 158, 48. Now the fire rate may be higher, but the thing is like even though the fire rate is higher, you'll be having so much recoil that it's not going to make it worth it. You have to like use way too many bullets at the very start. You're going to have to use too many bullets. And to be honest, really honest with you, even the crossbow is actually pretty fine. I use the crossbow quite a lot. The ammo is cheap to make and it, you can headshot most people. So this is actually pretty good. I even use this for boss fight. Judge me all you want. I can use a crossbow with basic arrows. I can still use it early game. Later down the line, you will need an AR. You will need SMGs and all that. That's a different case. But when you're just starting, when you have to be conservative of how you spend your points, I suggest that you don't go for the AR. I didn't personally go for the shotgun because I know the range will be pathetic, and I have a silent sniping playstyle. Like they won't know what hit him. But yeah, later down the line, you might be more reliant on an AR. Just not yet. Now, once you have looted some places, you will have enough materials to calibrate your weapons. So if you go to this menu, you'll see that you can calibrate your stuff. So I have calibrated mine a couple of times. So initially, you're just going to require some copper ingots, but 2 times, like after doing it 2 times, you're going to need a little bit of stardust source as well. So you're going to keep on getting some stardust and you can invest that into upgrading your weapon. I won't say like I can't really say it's an upgrade. I mean, it is an upgrade because your damage increases and stuff, but it's just a calibration thing. A real upgrade would probably be something like this, where you just go from tier 1 to tier 2, just craft a new gun altogether. And also you'll be getting a lot of blueprints. So if I go to over here, you'll be collecting all of these blueprints, like fragments of blueprints. And once you have an entire fragment, you can use that to craft yourself a special weapon. For example, for my case, I got the hunter blueprint and I was able to craft this one, and this is usually a bit better. Same goes for armor crafting as well. You can craft better tier armors. So yeah, and you can calibrate them as well. So up to you. You can calibrate your gear and stuff in this particular menu. By the way, guys, if you feel the video has been helpful so far, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And let's continue with the video. When you get into the game, even if you and your friends join the same server, you guys might not be in the same world. You will be able to see a shadow marker of the person on your map, but you won't be able to see them in the world. The secret lies on the top right. You see there's something called World 3 Safe written over there? That's the secret. That's the world. You need to make sure that you and your friend are on the same world. To do that, go to a teleportation tower. It basically looks like this. And in the map, it looks like this when activated, and like this when you haven't activated it. So what you gotta do is go up to it and press F. Well, F doesn't actually contribute to what we're trying to do here, but I don't want you to forget to activate it and then start cussing me for not reminding you. So just press F, and once you're done, press on G, and that'll give you a list of all the worlds that are in that particular server. Just choose the server, or just choose the world that your friend is in and click on switch, and you'll be able to switch that particular world. Now enjoy. There are quite a few variations of the enemy types in the game, but the one that I want you to look out for are the Watchers. They are not too dangerous by themselves, but what they do is that they alert all the zombies in the vicinity. It is not being able to get you directly, it'll try to alert everything around it, so all of a sudden you'll have multiple zombies coming towards you, which obviously you don't want. I mean, you could want just for the thrill of it, but I'm saying if you're in a position not to be able to fight, just try to snipe them first. And yeah, you can control them and use that to delete them. Pretty cool stuff. And I feel that these zombies have these watchers have a greater view distance, which means that a zombie standing in front of that watcher might not be able to see you, but that watcher will be able to see you. And obviously, it's gonna alert everybody around you. So yeah, snipe them as soon as you see them. There are some that will throw purple goop at you, and some will have guns even, and they will shoot you. And there are also flying bugs and stuff who would also spit poison at you, and there are all sorts of things. And as you progress over different areas, you're gonna come across different kinds of enemies. So be aware. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked what you saw, and I'll be back with some more Once Human content. So till then, keep gaming. You guys rock, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.